Christmas canceled.
I don't feel obligated to do no mega Christmas.
Christmas in my house is canceled.
Officially done with Christmas.
I've decided to cancel Christmas for my kids.
I didn't get nothing for my kids for Christmas.
I told my kids I was done. Like, I was just so done.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I'm telling you guys, Christmas 2024 was canceled. Literally, when other families were enjoying unwrapping gifts and celebrating the holiday, the reality for a lot of families is that Christmas was canceled, from moms to teachers to even counselors, literally questioning if this holiday is worth celebrating. Like, what really is going on? We really are going to dive into this video today so we can see and uncover the surprising reasons behind it all. Let's get right into it.
Christmas canceled. Why he come in here and open up all the gifts? He opened up everything. He opened up everything. Everything. He opened up everything. He opened up everybody's gifts. He didn't care. He opened it all.
Give me no Gucci bag.
What you mean?
Girl, you know I need a Gucci bag. Why you got me in your little purse? I need a Gucci bag. Ooh.
So I saw this creator that said you should cancel Christmas for kids who don't know how to behave, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all this. Christmas in my house is canceled. And when I tell you it's canceled, and more specifically, it's canceled for my 5-year-old daughter. Did I say Christmas is canceled for my 5-year-old daughter? Absolutely, it's canceled for my 5-year-old daughter. My son, he's 11. He knows Santa Claus is not real. Like, he goes with the flow for his sister. So he already know the vibe. He know that mommy and daddy buys him stuff. We didn't tell him that. He's 11. He figured that out on his own. But you may ask, Mel, why is Christmas canceled for your 5-year-old? And I'm gonna tell you. Now, I would show you, but I'm not gonna show you the long email that her teacher wrote me and her dad last week about her atrocious behavior in that schoolhouse. Now, before this email came in, the teacher had called the week before and she told us, and we spoke to Maddie. We sat down. You know, we are not spankers. We don't believe in spanking. Do you raise your kid how you raise your kid, right? Whatever. So we talked to Maddie. We have Elf on the Shelf. We were doing Elf on the Shelf. And we're like, Maddie, this, and your Elfie, and all this. And none of that worked. But baby, after we got that 50-page email letter from her teacher at 5:30 in the morning. God damn it. A teacher sent a parent an email at 5:30 in the morning. You know it is bad. And that teacher said that Madison is defiant, and Madison is this, and Madison and Madison. And I'm like, oh, Risha, you embarrassing us in school. You doing your own thing. We got something for you. Baby, when I tell y'all Elfie left, Christmas tree down, if you come to my house, ain't nothing like Christmas is happening, because you know why? Ain't no Christmas. And when I tell y'all my 5-year-old, judge how you may, do what you want to do with this information, is not having Christmas this year, my 5-year-old is not having Christmas this year, and that's just what it is. She ain't having Christmas at our house. Now, I know my mama might get her stuff, but at our house, she already know there's no Christmas. You lost. Christmas lost. You lost Christmas. Ain't no gifts up in this each.
I'm probably gonna get hate for this, but I don't really care. Today I told my kids I was done. Like, I was just so done being treated like trash by them that I'm not lifting a freaking finger during Christmas. I'm not cooking anything. I'm not cleaning anything. I'm not wrapping any freaking presents. It's all on your dad. Good luck with that. Go have fun. See how that works for you. I was just so done. But you know what? Tomorrow, like, I'll probably get up and I'll probably clean and I'll probably cook and I'll probably wrap a freaking present, because that's just what we do as moms. We just do it because we know that's what's required of us. But today I just feel totally done with them. Totally. Just get out, leave. I can't even look at you. Like, does anybody ever feel like that with their kids? Like, do you ever feel like you've just had enough? Like, you're just done? Like, I don't know. Anyway, it's just one of those days, I guess. And I'm gonna be honest, I kind of have a lot of mom guilt. kind of losing it and just being like, I'm done. But I'm human too. And I don't know how to teach these kids, like, my feelings matter. And today is just a really hard day for me. I think it's like you just get pushed so far until you just can't anymore. You just freaking can't. And I don't know if that makes me a bad mom. I don't know if that makes me like a normal mom. I don't know, but what do you do to help with that? Like, are there things that you do that like help you not feel like that? Do you just like take more time like away? Like, do you go to the spa? Like, I don't know. I know I'm not the only one that feels this way, but sometimes it really feels like you're all alone in your feelings and you're just like the worst mom ever because that's what your kids tell you. So anyway.
Oh, well, let me just say this. So the teacher at that school telling them kids that they don't bring nothing, they can't eat no pizza and no hot dogs, y'all dead ass wrong. And let me tell y'all why. What about the mama that barely can feed their kids while they at home? How they gonna come feed a whole classroom full of kids? And so that little girl that was crying in Destiny class yesterday because she wanted to go to the party and she couldn't because she said her mama not gonna be able to buy no food. And that teacher told her, well, you can stay at home that day. You ain't got to stay at home because I bought enough for you too, boo. I bought enough for you too. And I put your name on one of those items that I bought from the store. Y'all need to stop and think, baby. Everybody don't got it. It's Christmas time. What if that was that little girl mama last that she spent on Christmas? My kids come home and eat pizza and fucking hot dogs. So don't ever in your life try my kid with this shit.
If you have children in like elementary and their teachers are asking you to bring stuff for Christmas parties and you are able to, please support these parties and these teachers, these classes. A lot of these teachers throughout the whole entire school year take out of their own pockets to provide for y'all's kids, okay? They do it out of the kindness of their hearts and because they don't get paid, they're not supported by the school as much as they should be. Let's just put it like that. So if you are able to, go get some Capri Suns, a bag of chips, just, it don't matter, okay? A lot of us have that thing, oh, well, other people are bringing, they don't need. No. Last year, I brought cupcakes and cookies for my children, and it was basically the only thing those kids had to eat, okay, for their school Christmas parties. Please remember, not all of these kids want to celebrate Christmas, although they want to, you know, religious reasons, whatever. And some parents just don't have the money to celebrate Christmas. So the Christmas parties at their school is the only Christmas they're getting. Please keep that in mind. Go stop by the store. It don't have to be name brand. Support these parties. Let these kids have fun this last week of school. Please, if you were able to.
So I've decided to cancel Christmas for my kids, and let me tell y'all why. Shortly, I'm gonna upload a video that I recorded, I think like a week ago. And it's basically just my raw reaction to my child being super fucking disrespectful. I just didn't upload it because I was too emotional, and I knew if somebody said something off the wall, my response would have been childish. So yeah. Okay, so look, my oldest, the disrespect, that shit is getting out of control. It's out of this world. How this little girl will look at me dead in my soul and disrespect me as if I'm not the only person in her life doing everything for her. My middle child decides to go to school and try to beat up her classmates for fun. Disrespects her teachers. Tell her teachers to shut their mouths and say how she's not their friends. And she's just being rude to everybody. She's throwing temper tantrums, and she's about to be 4 tomorrow. My baby has words, so there's no reason why you're trying to beat up your teachers, bro. And then that third one, even though she 2, look at my wall. She did that. Shorty know better. And at this point, I'm tired of repeating myself. Why did my kid just come in my room with plaster all over her? Because she was playing on the little bar in the bathroom that hold the tiles, and it fell and ripped off the damn wall. I am convinced that my kids don't like me. There is no fucking way. I feel like every day they just come up with something new. Like I think they have meetings in the morning and they think like, how can I fuck up my mom's day? They have to, because the way their bullshit is just so synchronized it's like every couple of hours there's some more shit. You know, like they have to plan this. There's no way that this is a coincidence. I spent almost $900 on their gifts. My budget was $1,000. I'm taking back every piece of fucking shit I purchased for them children's. Every piece of pennies, every piece of monies. Them children's ain't getting $1 out of me. And I don't give a damn how anybody could take that like, oh, the baby's too. I don't give a fuck. You see this shit? All my walls look like that. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of, dog, my life is a joke. I need to fuck around and buy me a whole clown uniform. And I'm about 7 of them. And just style it up every day. I'm gonna be a new clown every day. Cause these kids, they take me as a fucking joke. I'm a joke. I gotta be. Listen to that shit. Ain't shit wrong with her. Let me go see. Ain't shit wrong with that kid, bruh. She just got some burning plaster in her eye. Whose fault is this?
Single mum has been slammed for cancelling Christmas altogether because she has no presents for her children. Erica from the US took to social media as she got rid of her Christmas tree. She said, "Take my Christmas tree down with me because there's no point. My kids don't have anything to open under my tree for Christmas morning." In the clip, she began to remove the decorations hanging on the tree as her toddler looked on. She added that she didn't need sympathy but wanted to highlight what a single mum go through. Despite working full-time, she said she made barely enough to make ends meet, let alone buy presents. She went on to ask people to watch the whole video and to follow her so she could get on the TikTok creator fund to boost her income.
I just found out that mom that tore down her Christmas tree because she said she couldn't put presents under it, yeah, she went to go visit her boyfriend in prison, drove 11 hours there, and puts money on his books. I was actually feeling bad for this mom and trying to see her perspective even though everyone was ragging on her. The fact that you can drive that far, how much gas is that going to cost? And putting money on his books, but you're complaining on TikTok and taking away your children's Christmas. Like, absolutely ridiculous. I'm so tired of people coming on TikTok to sad fish and make people feel bad for them so that they can get gifts, they can get donations, they can make money when they're lying scammers. I really try not to be judgmental when I see what moms are going through on TikTok, and I think moms should support each other. But when you're pulling some bull crap like this, how can you expect anyone to feel bad for you? Your kids deserve a Christmas. They deserve whatever you can give them, not you driving 11 hours to see your boyfriend in prison and putting money on his books. Like, I'm just like mind blown at the audacity of people on.
One year when I was little, my mom canceled my whole Christmas. I used to be really bad and throw fits whenever I didn't get my way or whatever. So me and my mom was always getting into it. So the night before Christmas, I threw a whole fit. I ran her around that whole house in circles. She said, "You're not getting a fucking Christmas." She grabbed a trash bag and started bagging that shit up. I done fell asleep, forgot about it, woke up the next day. Like, she planned. She not really gonna take my Christmas away. She made me sit there and watch my little sister open up all her gifts. I deadass did not get no Christmas. I was probably like 9 or 10 at the time. And I was like, "Take me to grandma's house, take me to grandma's house." She was like, "I'm not taking you nowhere." I was like, "I'll walk." Mind you, I'm from Illinois. Snow be up to the knees. And my grandma lived in an entire different city. I was like, "I'm walking, I don't care." I walk out the house. Then I come back. And she was like, "See, I told you you weren't going nowhere." I said, "I just needed to grab my gloves." I grabbed my gloves and I walked all the way to my grandma's house. I promise I did. And guess what? Grandma gave me a Christmas. But yeah, my mom just started like dishing out the gifts from the trash bag like every day that I was good. So if I was good, I would come home from school, she'll give me a little gift. One year when I was little, my mom canceled my whole Christmas.
Does not make you a good parent because you spend a whole bunch of money on Christmas. Now, I know I'm gonna hurt some feelings with this one, but oh well. It does not make you a good parent because you spend a whole bunch of money on Christmas. Just because your Christmas tree is piled ceiling high with gifts for your kids does not make you a good parent. Especially when your child's behavior and academics and attitude do not match the amount of effort you got up under that tree. I just watched a video of a mom whose 5-year-old daughter has been acting a butt at school. So much so that the teacher had to send a very lengthy email at 5:30 in the morning to these parents. The mom and dad decided, ain't no Christmas for the 5-year-old. We've been talking to you. We have used all the positive reinforcements. We have had all the conversations we're going to have. Here's your consequence. The comment section of that woman's video is mind-blowing. You're gonna traumatize that baby. You shouldn't punish her for just one incident. Y'all clearly don't understand that when you reward your children, whether it's Christmas, birthday, it doesn't matter. When you reward them and their behavior has been horrible, you are reinforcing that what they're doing is good. I still got everything I asked for. My 17-year-old son has been putting me through this year, baby. Ask me, does he have anything up under that tree? Not a stitch of nothing. Because you have cost me so much. Because of your behavior, you gets nothing. You gets nothing. And I don't feel bad at all. He ain't even asked. Better not even look my way. Okay? My 7-year-old son, who has been really good, is going to get some stuff, but I'm too real with my kids. I am paying a mortgage that it normally takes 2 people to pay. You got clothes, food, and you get throughout the year. I don't feel obligated to do no mega Christmas. I'm a mega mama all year. Big mama, do you hear me? I am not obligated, nor do I feel bad. Y'all are gonna get some nice stuff. I'm gonna cook breakfast. My family's gonna come over, and we're going to spend time together. We are going to celebrate the birth of Jesus. That's what Christmas is about. But a lot of y'all are forgetting that Christmas has a meaning. It's not just about you posting videos of your children opening up all the Christmas gifts that they got stacked a mile high. That doesn't make you a good parent. Your child been acting up at school all year. Correcting that makes you a good parent. Your child is struggling to read and is struggling in math. Making sure your child academically has what they need makes you a good parent. Providing for your baby every day makes you a good parent. Flexing the new J's and the PS5s that they got for Christmas does not make you a good parent. At all.
Woke up and opened every single present in the house without waking us up. This is what we woke up to. She doesn't even appreciate it.
First of all, that would be heartbreaking. For me, the natural consequence would be that my daughter has to help me re-wrap the presents, and we start Christmas over how it was supposed to go. She talked a little bit about her child not really appreciating it, and here is the solution to that. Get your kids involved in the making of Christmas. My 4-year-old picked out the tree, the decorations. She also wrapped the presents for her step-siblings. This was made easier by the fact that I don't tell her Santa got her presents, because I just don't understand that concept when I did it. And all of the presents were then hidden in a place that she didn't know about until we were ready to open them. Children don't have impulse control, so sometimes we will have to expect this.
Literally 10 a.m. on Christmas. I have a 10-year-old sister. She's supposed to be running in here, waking me up. Sissy, the presents, Merry Christmas. It's 10 a.m. We finna go check on this girl, because again, it's 10 a.m. Brother, it's 10 a.m. on a Christmas morning. What is you doing? Mommy said I don't have to wake up yet. Oh, this is so ghetto. I know, but she's like, I'm going to sleep. And she wants to make breakfast at 11. And you did go back to sleep. This new generation. Shut up. Oh, you see? New generation? Girl, cutthroat. Look at her.
It took a trip to Walmart to realize that I am officially done with Christmas. This is not about religion. This is not about spirituality. This is about a holiday not being about what it's supposed to be about. It's supposed to be a time of family and celebration, but when I was in that store, I could feel what's really going on. Christmas has become the epitome of consumerism. During this time, people are not happy. They are stressed. People were in that store huffing and puffing and sighing because they were under the pressure of buying a gift. And I'm not against the concept of gift giving, but Christmas has made it all about consumerism and materialism. Most middle and lower class families cannot even afford to be spending this much during this time. Yet they are under the most pressure to buy during this time because all of the sales and the deals. These corporate companies know what they're doing while they're pushing this Christmas agenda. And although it may be helping the economy, it is destroying our mental health.
I didn't get nothing for my kids for Christmas, and here's why. And before y'all try to hop down my throat talking about I'm broke or I'm selfish, this, that, think about it. My family definitely didn't grasp the concept of why I didn't get my kids anything for Christmas. My kids definitely grasped the concept of why I didn't get them anything for Christmas. But let's talk about it. A little bit of backstory. I got married when I was 18 years old, had 2 kids. My family is very, very traditional. I grew up in the Southern Baptist Church. My uncle's a pastor, and yeah. My ex-husband, his family is very traditional. Mine is very traditional. We grew up celebrating Christmas every year. Both of my kids, my oldest daughter's 14 years old, both of their birthdays are in December. So we celebrate birthdays and Christmas all in one, spinning our arm and fucking leg. First and foremost, I don't even celebrate pagan holidays, period. But last year, I decided to become Muslim. So I converted to being Muslim. And me and my baby father had a conversation about what we was going to be doing for our kids for Christmas. For the simple fact, I don't celebrate Christmas anymore. And here's the thing, I kind of feel bad on the flip side because like my family's still Christian, so they're still celebrating these things. They still having parties and games and stuff like this. So and they're harassing me about coming, right? And I'm a family person, so of course I want to be involved in these things. I want my kids to be involved in these things, but I don't celebrate Christmas, nor do I push religion on my kids. So just because I'm Muslim doesn't mean they're Muslim, okay? But I don't celebrate Christmas, so I'm not going to get anything. So our beautiful plan, me and my baby daddy, our plan was to just go all out on our kid's birthday, period. But it's like, damn, my kids is teenagers. And of course, you know what teenagers do. They're going to go back to school. What you get? And of course, my kids going to be like, okay, we ain't getting them for Christmas, but we did get this, that, and the third for our birthday. So it's like, damn, I don't want people to be on my back because I don't celebrate Christmas, and I'm black, and I'm still living in a southern state, and my family's Christian. But it's like, y'all don't really grasp the concept.
If you don't want to listen to an entitled spoiled brat complain on Christmas, then I suggest you scroll now. But can we normalize feeling like so upset and like looked over in your family on Christmas? Because yes, I am so lucky to be in a family that can spend money on gifts and that we can do the whole all-out big Christmas thing. But it is so hard to year after year after year watch your sister get these gifts that are so perfectly tailored to her, and it's like your family really listens and they just understand and they know her so well, and then you get your gifts and it's like, what is that? What have I ever shown any interest in wanting anything like that? And I knew this year when my mom said that my sister and I, our gifts were going to be very similar, that there was no way that we were both going to be happy, and it always leans towards my sister's favor. So I was like, well, there's no way that like I'm going to enjoy this, because I can't imagine anything that like her and I would like that much alike, the same. Well, and another big issue comes into play that my mom has to theme everything. So like our gifts surround a theme, but then the theme she picks for me never matches my personality or like any of my interests. So like this year the theme was like this new techie like movie night. It was like projectors and speakers and like very cool, nice, high quality technology gifts. But right before she bought all this, we were on a trip and my sister bought these like those Ray-Ban Bluetooth sunglasses, and I was talking to my mom and I was like, wow, Kate like really loves all the new tech stuff, and like I just, you know, I barely know how to use my phone and my computer. And she's like, yeah, you don't really use like new technology stuff. And I was like, yeah, I don't really like it. Like I'm fine with just like my phone and my computer, and I don't need all like the fun weird stuff. And so we had like this whole conversation. So then to turn around and buy all these things that I just 2 months ago said that I have no interest in. And I try so hard not to come across as ungrateful, because I'm very, very lucky. But to me, it's such a waste of money to go out and spend all this money on things that isn't gonna get used. Like I'd rather her just return it and keep the money. Like don't even give me anything in return. Like, but there's no reason to just keep it so it can sit in a box in my room and never get touched, because I would feel horrible re-gifting it. I'd feel horrible giving it away when you spent all this like nice money. It's just so frustrating, because it's like one year I just really, and I hinted at for like the past few months, I really hinted at possible themes I would be interested in. And I know she doesn't want to just buy off, like I make an Amazon list and that goes out to like all my other family and stuff, and I know she's very adamant about how she doesn't want to just buy off of that list, because she doesn't like, she wants it to be like a surprise. But like you can at least pull inspiration. If you don't know anything about me, you can at least go look at that list. But I tried to hint at like themes and things that I would want that weren't on the list, and I don't know, it's just so frustrating. And I always get caught in the middle, because she's like, well, you're just not grateful, and you don't. And it's like, no, I am so grateful that I live in a family that can afford all of this and can do all this. But at the same time, I am so stingy and like strict with my money that I cannot imagine buying and spending money on things that aren't going to get used. And that's just the problem. It's not going to get used. I'd rather you just return it and you use it to pay off your car or something like that. Like, I don't even need the money. Like, if you think I'm being ungrateful, okay, then just take it back. But there's literally no reason to just have it sitting here. But I also want people to just like know me and understand.
Cancelled Christmas. I did it. I pulled the pin. Every single year I fantasize about just saying, no, I can't do it. And I did it. I called the family. I'm not flying home to Sydney. Lost out money, but it was so worth it. I tossed and turned with guilt. And then I woke up and realized the guilt was gone. And I just told everyone the truth. Couldn't do everything. I was either going to be able to do the stuff that I wanted to do that was important to me and my work stuff and everything I needed, or make Christmas happen, make miracles happen, fly here, make everyone happy, do all the stuff, but I was not going to be able to do both. If I did try, I was going to do a crap job at both. And I expected everybody to be cranky and angry and resentful, and not a single person gave me attitude. I mean, a couple didn't respond. That was literally one or two. But everybody else was really supportive. I called my mum and told her how I was feeling, and she was the first one to say, you can't do it all. Don't do it. Prioritize what really matters. My only regret is that I just didn't do this in all those years past when I just felt like I was overwhelmed. I wish I had just told the truth. Tomorrow I'm going to wake up in my own home, in my own bed, and just have Christmas, just us, for the first time since having children. If you feel overwhelmed and you want to pull the pin, I highly recommend.
Baby, I am so excited. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so excited to see parents literally stand 10 toes down on canceling Christmas for kids who literally are not doing the basics. Like, when I say the basics, like literally just not doing your schoolwork, not doing your chores, being disrespectful, bullying kids. Like, do you know how hard it would be as a teacher to come back from winter break and see some kids who would intentionally just be mean, rude, angry, disrespectful? Mind you, it wasn't to me because baby, they knew, but to other kids and other staff members, and I would just be like, I know you lying. How you got the 35-inch bust down? How you got the newest phone? Where them shoes come from? You got a PS what? How much did you get in your checking account? Like what? And I am so proud to see parents raising the standards, saying, listen, if you can't do your homework, if you can't be just nice to people just for the sake of it, just being respectful, if you can't clean your room because it is your basic job, baby, I'm so proud. Y'all are making me so proud, baby. I'm around here like, who Christmas can I cancel? I ain't even got no kids. Y'all, kudos. Cool.
That's bang out of order what you just did.
No, I'll tell you what's bang out of order. The fact that I've introduced Nan to my girlfriend for the first time, and the first thing she says to her is, you can do better than me. It tells her I'm an embarrassment and that I'm just being embarrassing all day.
Well, it is embarrassing, isn't it, talking to your Nan like that?
No, I'll tell you what's embarrassing. The fact she's got no teeth and that she stinks of piss and everyone's got to pretend they can't smell it at the Christmas table when they're trying to eat their Yorkshire pudding. That's what's embarrassing.
That's disgusting.
No, it's not disgusting. I'm not sitting here and listening to her slag me off for 2 hours to everyone at the Christmas dinner table, and then she's got the cheek to come in and say, can you help me go up the stairs because I need a toilet?
Oh, you know she's got bad hips. She can't get up those stairs on her own.
She can crawl then. Can you shush anyway? I'm trying to just have a few beers and watch Home Alone.
Yeah, perhaps you had a few too many of those beers.
You bought me a crate of beers for Christmas, and this is my second beer and I've had too many. It's just a lose-lose in this family. That's the problem. It's a dysfunctional family and you all need someone to bloody bang.
Kids have decided not to do Christmas again this year, but before you freak out, my kids are much older. They're 21 and 18, so I can have the necessary conversation with them to come to a mutual decision where we're not going to do Christmas. And hear me out, it's not that we're not doing Christmas, we're simply not partaking in the consumerist part of Christmas. We did this last year, and honestly, I got a little bit attacked. Well, I got mixed reviews. I had some people that fully loved what we were doing, and then other people saying that I was ruining the magic of Christmas. My kids are not little, okay? You're probably wondering, why did I even decide decide to even suggest something as drastic as not partaking in the gift giving of Christmas time. It actually started many, many years ago when I went to me and my kids went to our family friend's house for Christmas, and we got to see a large Christmas. We don't live in the same country as our family. There's like the gross side of consumerism, right? My friend, I knew that she bought gifts just to buy gifts. She just went to Winners, which if you're American is like Ross, I guess, I don't know. Just bought the most random gifts for family members, didn't even know if they would like that gift. They probably got stuffed in a closet and never thought about it ever again. And I'm like, if you're just buying a gift to buy a gift, it's nonsensical in my mind anyway. And I know there's many other people that think like me, but they are afraid to not partake in the gift giving part of Christmas or suggest it to their friends and or family. I forget what happened last year, but I brought up this idea to my kids. So I was like, how about we don't, and we take that money and we spend it on Boxing Day? And that's what we did. I think we did stockings last year. This year we're not even doing stockings. We're going to Thailand next month for a whole month. The whole point is we're doing something radical here. My kids, now that they're older, obviously they're raised by me, so they have similar mindset, right? So it might be hard if your kid is, I don't know. Anyways, I'm just saying there's people out there that do it this way. You do not have to partake in the consumerist nature of Christmas. Give gifts from your heart, but don't just give a gift to give a gift, guys. We are so far past it. Christmas, I'm rambling. I just want to let you know, we out here, this is how we're doing it. And if your kids are not participating in Christmas this year, but before you go and call us a bunch of Grinches, hear me out, okay? So I was born in the 80s when I believed Christmas actually served a purpose. However, today, I don't think it does. I think it is a waste. I think it is an entire scam. Stay with me. So back in the 80s, you only got things on your birthday or Christmas. If you had holes in your pants, tough shit, you're gonna run around with holes in your pants until your Christmas or your birthday. So those 2 days are not near, you're going to be running around with holes in your pants. Fast forward to today, if you want a new pair of pants, you just go get that new pair of pants, okay? We are a society with Amazon and other freaking online stores at our fingertips. If we want something, we go and get it within reason, of course, okay? But we're not waiting for Christmas or birthdays to get the things that we want. So why are we spending one day to buy more crap that we don't need? That just doesn't make sense to me, okay? Not only that, I value experiences, which obviously I'm my kids' parent, so they tend to kind of adopt whatever I think. So luckily, my kids also value experiences over things. Of course, they like nice things. I like nice things. However, experiences are just so much more valuable to us. And because we have a lot of experiences in life, we go cool places, we see cool things, we immerse ourselves into cultures, things just tend to not be as important. So this year, all right, my tree is completely empty. Okay, there's no gifts under there because we're not doing gifts, okay? We're doing stockings. We'll have a stocking each with a few little things that we might like, that we might want, okay, things that make us smell good, feel good, look good. But other than that, we're not doing gifts, all right? I understand in the 80s, it served a purpose. And if you wanna hop on this little car, this little no freaking gift crap car, feel free to hop in. It's nice here. I'm not stressed. I have zero stress. I see everyone running around like a chicken with a head chopped off, thinking about what gifts they're gonna buy, A, B, C, D. We don't need to do that anymore. We live in 2023, not 1983, all right?
Everybody always talking about it don't feel like Christmas. Hell yeah, it don't feel like Christmas. You know why? We grown as fuck. It ain't supposed to feel like Christmas. We got bills and shit now. We ain't just sitting around waiting by the tree to open shit up. That ain't our game plan no more, but we paying for shit. Shit is a regular day. Most people got work tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? We ain't, bro, this shit is for the children. This shit is for the kids. You see that tree in the back? If I ain't have my daughter, I wouldn't do that. Matter of fact, y'all really finna see this shit. Cause me and her mama, we did our dance. Come on, hold up. Flip this. Flip, damn it. All right, look. Oh, yeah. Who that is? Everest, Marshall, Sky. Stop playing. Everybody on the tree, whole Paw Patrol tree. Details. Who that on the wrapping paper? I ain't gonna say it. Details. Stop playing, bro. This some other shit. This not for her. But bro, if it wasn't for her, you think this damn tree, you think I would have went in the basement with all them fucking spider webs and put, man, this motherfucker would have been in the garbage. You hear me? It's bro, my Christmas joy is finna come from seeing her run up in this living room and freak the hell out oh my God. and open the toys up and she got the whole Paw Patrol set. Like that's my Christmas spirit. Have some, I ain't gonna say too much, but I'm gonna have something with me. A little bit of, and that's gonna be it. That's the Christmas spirit these days. Y'all better lock in.
After much conviction and revelation, my family and I have decided that we will no longer be celebrating Christmas. Christmas is demonic and a pagan tradition. And I know many of you might think, but it's Jesus' birthday. How is it demonic? Jesus was never born on December 25th. He was never even born in December. And before I get into the reasons why we are no longer celebrating, I just want you to know this was a little bit difficult for us, because if anybody knows us, they know that we went all out on Christmas. My grandma was a Christmas Eve baby, so it was like in her blood. She would decorate, she would go all out. We would have holiday parties. I mean, I'm talking Christmas trees, real trees that we would decorate. The whole house completely decorated in lights, figurines and statues and snowmen and cookies and all these things. Like, people knew us when it came to the holidays, when it came to Christmas. We were that family that people talked about, and we loved it. Obviously, we didn't know what we were celebrating was demonic. We didn't know the root of the holiday, because back then we didn't have TikTok, we didn't have social media, we didn't have the knowledge that we do today. And so just like the rest of the world, we blindly followed the traditions that were passed on from previous generations, and we just continue those practices and continued until finally God has been revealing to us we should no longer be celebrating this holiday. Over the past few years, it seems that always around the holiday times, God always strips us and takes a lot from us, so he put us into a place where we really couldn't even celebrate the holiday. And over the past couple years, we've been wondering, is it because we were not meant to celebrate? Well, this year we finally decided we're not going to do it anymore. If you look at all of the Christmas traditions and what people do during this period, it all goes back to pagan rituals that were done by other nations, by other people, to honor and celebrate their God. Christmas trees, decorating Christmas trees, putting on ornaments, putting on balls, it was used as a sign of an offering to the gods to show them, hey, we're giving you this in return. It was supposed to be used for fertility so that they would get pregnant, and it represented what you think it would represent, and they put balls on it, and yeah, okay. People make gingerbread men and they eat gingerbread men. Gingerbread men stem from, they would make little pastries or cookies in the shape of little men, and they would eat them before they would offer this person as a sacrifice to their God. Hanging up stockings and putting gifts, it all stems from children would put carrots and straw in their boots, and they would leave it out for Odin, their God, because they said that he would come and visit them once a year. They would leave out the carrots and the straw for his horse for him to feed, and in return he would give them little gifts in their boots, which you get the stockings. Mistletoe was also used as paganism to their God, to make their God happy. They would hang up mistletoe, and then they would all have fertility rituals, and in return, by making him happy, by letting him watch, hopefully he would give them children. And you could go on and on with all the different rituals that we do as a society today to celebrate Christmas. You can look all of this up yourself, to read for yourself, to see what you are actually celebrating by doing these practices. What we've come to learn on our journey and on our walk with God, getting deeper and deeper into truth, the more you know, the more that is required of you. God has been steadily leading us to him on this walk that we are currently on. And once you know something, you can't unknow it. And I know many people are going to say, but we're not doing it. We're not celebrating the way that they're doing it. We're not celebrating what they represented and what they did. It doesn't matter, because you're still celebrating their pagan traditions. You're still carrying on things that were passed down from them, from what they did with their gods, and you just changed it when you're still celebrating what they celebrated. Even though you think you're not doing anything wrong, it is still wrong. And believe me, we were the same way. We tried to justify, like, well, we're not celebrating, we're not doing this, but God was like, no, you were not to celebrate this. I did not tell you to have these festivals. I did not tell you to have these traditions. This is not from me. And when you are following God, you have to do what God tells you. You have to live for God. You have to put your old ways away. And this comes into play. Are you going to follow me? Are you going to give up your old life, become new and transformed for me? Are you going to still hold on to the things that I am calling you away from? Are you still going to hold on to the things that I've been telling you are not right? So this this year, after going through so much in my life, I said, I'm to a point, I don't care, God. Like, I'm fed up with the life that I have been living. I'm fed up with going through trials and tribulations. I'm fed up with trying to do my own thing, live my own way, go my own way. I am completely surrendering everything. If I have to give up Christmas to get to my promised land, I am giving up Christmas to get to my promised land because I am ready for some peace. After finally coming to this conclusion, tell me why I was reading my word and he was speaking and showing me, yep, this is the right choice. This is the right decision. In 2 Kings chapter 17, the Assyrians had just came over and taken over Israel's land and are now occupying the land. They talk about how they got there and lions are killing all of them because they don't know how to worship the God of the land. They don't know how to worship Yahweh. And so they were taught how to worship God, but they were also still worshiping the other gods that they were taught from their childhood. It goes on to say in 2 Kings 17:32 all the way down, they also worshiped the Lord, and they appointed from among themselves priests to sacrifice to the Lord on the hilltop altars. But they continued to follow the religious customs of the nations which they came. And this is still going on among them today, which it still is with us. They followed their former practices instead of truly worshiping the Lord or obeying the laws he gave to the descendants of Jacob, whose name was later changed to Israel. For the Lord had made a contract with them that they were never to worship or make sacrifices to any heathen gods. They were to worship only the Lord who brought them out of the land of Egypt with such tremendous miracles and power. The descendants of Jacob were to obey all of God's laws and never worship other gods. For God had said, you must never forget the covenant I made with you. Never worship other gods. You must worship only the Lord. He will save you from all your enemies. But Israel didn't listen, and the people continued to worship other gods. These colonists from Babylon worship the Lord, yes, but they also worship their idols, and to this day their descendants do the same thing. And so though, yes, you might think, I'm not worshiping those gods, I'm not doing that, what are you talking about? You still are worshiping them. You're putting up these idols. You're putting up Santa Claus statues and figures, snowmen, gingerbread men, all these different figures in your house. You're setting up an altar with the tree and the lights, and you're still practicing these practices, these pagan practices that God never intended for his people to practice. If you are a true follower of Jesus, a true follower of Yahweh, I strongly and firmly believe that we as Christians need to stop celebrating this holiday. We can't continue to be like our parents, like our generations before us, just like the Israelites when they were in the wilderness. That old generation had to die out. They couldn't go to the promised land because they weren't following God. But the newer generation, they were able to enter into that promised land that God had declared because they did something new. God called them to be something new, to be something different, to do something different, and they did. And because of their obedience, because they weren't that former generation, they were able to enter into that promised land and see all that God had called for them to have. And I feel like God is calling us to be that new generation, to be that new generation that does the new so that we can enter and see the things that our generations before us have never seen before. I'm just sharing what God has been speaking to me and my family, what he's been telling us. You know, you can obviously still do what you want to do, but let me just tell you that you're either going to be all in with God or you're going to be out. You can't be 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And ultimately, you're going to have to make that choice and that decision. And if you're not on that strong walk with God just yet, continue to lean into him, to learn with him, to grow in him. But as for me and my home, we shall serve the Lord.
This is not what I wanted. Oh my gosh.
It's a PS5!
Oh my god!
Oh my god, I wanted a PC! I want a PC, I don't like this!
What?
I don't want it!
Wait, are you serious right now?
No, we turned it.
You can put the keys back in your purse.
Oh, and I will, and don't ask me for nothing else. Oh, you're gonna be happy with that money.
How much is it?
Girl, open it up and stop being ungrateful, because now you starting to be ungrateful where you ain't gotta worry about me ever
I never
again.
said I wanted a Tesla. I always told you I wanted a pink Mercedes-Benz.
Okay, Water, I couldn't get the Mercedes-Benz, so you got that.
This is all you gave me for my sweet.
This is how my little sister ruined Christmas.
Y'all, that's it for this video. Y'all have watched it. Y'all make sure y'all leave your
thoughts down in the comment section. Did you guys celebrate Christmas this year, or did you guys actually stop celebrating the holiday, and for what reasons? Y'all can just drop it down in the comment section and enlighten the people. Maybe some people want to know why. Maybe some moms, some teachers can gain some insight as to why they really canceled, and if it's worth even celebrating in the coming year, because I don't even know how it's gonna be in 2025, honey. But I don't know if people are gonna be celebrating Christmas. But yeah, so yeah, leave down your opinion down in the comment section, and I will see you guys in the next video. I want to say this before I leave. Thank you so much for the subscribers. Thank you for engaging. Thank you for liking, sharing. Make sure you do the same. Like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.
Hey Zuma, you taking off?